Hey everybody, it's Daiken here, and welcome to the channel. Today I want to talk about my top 5 most anticipated mobile games of next year. Now these are games I want to review on the channel coming next year as far as showcasing them and giving you guys my personal impressions on how they are. So look forward to that as we dive into 2020. Also guys, if you do like my content, I greatly appreciate it if you consider subscribing to the channel as it greatly helps me out and keeps you updated on all things to come. Anyway, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Alright, so let's kick things off with my top 5 most anticipated mobile games going into next year, 2020. First one on the list is Ark Knights. I think you all know for a good reason why this game is on the list. From its sleek designs, reminding me of Girls Frontline, but this time published by Yostar. This world filled with magical creatures and future uncertainties is looking to be a pretty top contender in next year's market. For those who don't know about the game, it's a tower defense with some of the best mobile UI I have ever seen. The character in-game models aren't the best, but hey, the UI, I mean, come on. Anyway, you place your characters in various positions like most tower defense, and defend from various enemy spawns from reaching the end goal. There is a recruitment section, which is where the good old gacha will come into play. This is where you will get new units to add to your squad, each of them of course having their own unique set of skills that can be upgraded and their main skill. So, this game sounds like it will be highly entertaining with great visuals and many different options for strategic play as you defend the world from demise. It also has character skins. Okay, so the next big one here is League of Legends Wild Rift. And okay, before you get your pitchforks out, hear me out. We all know without a doubt how big of a game League of Legends is, and now that it's coming to the mobile platform, that is a huge thing. Now to my knowledge, it won't be like Fortnite or some of these others with the same server. No, it will be its own game that's actually also coming out to consoles. It will also have its own rule set, and they are aiming to make games much shorter so you can get in and get out as quickly as possible. If that's the case, then this version can probably be much faster paced and highly explosive, which I'm very interested in seeing, as they have a huge variety of characters to choose from with unique playstyles and benefits to each of them. Unfortunately, I do believe that they have already came out on record and stated that not everyone will be available upon release, and they will gradually add more of the cast as time goes on. So for those who like these type of games but always felt there was too slow pace, maybe this one should be on your watch as well. Next game up is a game series I'm not too familiar with, but I've known about for quite some time. It's Ni no Kuni Cross Worlds. Now this game has that gorgeous Studio Ghibli art style that just about everyone knows and love, and is an MMORPG at that. It's being optimized by Unreal Engine 4, and with sleek, high quality scenes that have been showed off so far, it's looking pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. And of course, what would a MMORPG be without some PvP content? So yes, not only PvE, but PvP as well, with 5 classes that I know about now, which are the Witch, Swordsman, Rogue, Engineer, and Destroyer. To the format of combat is going to be real-time hack and slash, so sounds pretty simple for people just to get in and enjoy pressing some buttons with friends, all while enjoying the storytelling of another Ni no Kuni game through its various main story quest missions. As of now, I do not believe there is an English release for this title, and yet so many people are already being intrigued. But basing on how well the 2 console versions did over in the West, I'm sure this won't escape an English release for long. Okay, now next game I know all too well, as it's probably where most of my subscribers has come from. Of course I'm talking about Genshin Impact, and now with the release of Honkai Impact to PC, more people can get a taste of what's in store for them combat wise when they get to play this title. Like seriously, if you haven't checked out Mio's other title Honkai Impact, definitely check it out. As for Genshin Impact, as I was one of the lucky few ones to get in and beta test the game, I can give this one 100% seal of approval for one of the most highly anticipated titles of next year. This game will be single player / multiplayer experience at your own leisure. You can open your world up to players when you feel like it and recluse it at any time, sending your friends back to their own world that won't be affected in their time in yours. This game has various puzzles, dungeons, and exploration options. The combat is also easy, being hack and slash, but you have the ability to switch characters mid-combat, chaining different element combinations to stack various effects on your enemies. It's really good and very addicting. The story isn't so bad either, with a unique, diverse cast of likable characters that support it. This game also have a cooking system and a day and night cycle that affects the surrounding world and what you can interact with. This game is coming out for PC, PS4, and mobile devices. Now, this last game on the list will come as a surprise to most of you all most likely, but I just couldn't think of anything else that would get me more excited than this finally getting released, but maybe it's all too late. I'm talking about Sinnoh Alice. Yes, you all know that game, that one that was directed by Yoko Taro, the creator of Drakengard and Nier. The game was launched in Japan, but when it came to its global release being taken over by Nexon, things got a bit fuzzy, and it's been on an indefinite hiatus for quite some time, probably forever even. But if this title was to get re-announced for the global market next year, I would be all for it. That's to say, if they didn't kill their own hype with the community. Sinnoh Alice character designs were beautifully crafted, taking reference from classic fairy tale stories such as Snow White, Cinderella, and Red Riding Hood. And of course, with the game being directed by Yoko Taro, Nier and Drakengard crossovers were inevitable, as 0, 1, 2B, and 9S all make appearances within this game as playable characters. The game looks very quirky, and I love that about it. The overall style of the game reminds me of Grand Blue, but I'm not quite sure, as I haven't tried the Japanese version of the game, which I may settle for if it's never released. If it's anything like Grand Blue, I would accept they just patch in an English text option and never do a full global release. It's better than nothing. Either way, I look forward to seeing if this game has a future. So that about wraps it up for my top 5 most anticipated mobile games of 2020. I know probably a lot of people's most favorite games they're looking forward to probably didn't make it on my list, so if it didn't make it on there, how about you tell me your top 5 down in the comments below. And as always guys, if you like anything I had to say, drop me a like, I greatly appreciate it. And if you want to hear more from me, follow me on my socials. Also, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you know the next video goes live. As always, my name is Daiken, and I'll see you next time. Signing out.